Howdy everyone, DJ Lysosome here, always breaking it down. And today, we're not just going to be making Vaporwave music, we're going to be exploring the whole subculture. Vaporwave started as an underground subculture on the internet in the early 2010s, and there were some early albums like Chuck Person's Echo Jams, James Ferraro's Farside Virtual, and the hugely influential Floral Shop by Macintosh Plus, which is what we're listening to right now. But when it started catching on in the mid-2010s in the mainstream, like any good hipster movement, the main practitioners declared it dead. But Vaporwave is still desperately relevant today. It might be hard to tell from this chill music, but Vaporwave is essentially art music with a message. The very basis of the art is taking what's essentially mall or elevator music, corporate easy jams to buy things to, and chopping it up, slowing it down, and re-exporting it. You then take a thin veneer of nostalgia, the VHS, the retro graphics, the 80s and 90s music, and you paint it over in order to give a positive spin to what's essentially a soulless celebration of consumerism. The music is a distillation of hypercapitalist and consumerist values that only seem to be accelerating. Now, the question is it a celebration or a critique of those values? The answer to that remains unclear, but hopefully in this video I can not just show you how to make a chill jam, but also what Vaporwave means to me symbolically in the process. So the first thing I need to do is find some appropriately corporate sounding music. The band that I chose for this was
Sade,
behind some hits like Smooth Operator, The Sweetest Taboo, very elevator music-y. I unironically kind of love Smooth Operator, but that's besides the point. For this song, I decided to go with a Sade track called Paradise, which sounds like this. And we turn it into this. Now, this isn't typical for Vaporwave, but I wanted to add some vocals via a mashup. I needed to find the perfect hypercapitalist song, and so I looked up this fascinating list of songs that were originally written for advertisements that later made it big on the charts. For example, Forever by Chris Brown is actually from a gum ad. Anyway, from this list, I found the ideal song. I'd Like to Buy the World a Coke. Since the song is originally from 1971, it doesn't have a regular beat, and so I need to go in and manually map the beat so that I can line it up with my Vaporwave track later.
Like to buy the world a home and furnish it with...
I want it to sound just a little off. I want there to be undercurrents of unease throughout this whole song. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pitch it down one semitone.
I'd like to buy the world.
I'm also going to apply a pitch shifter.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love.
To continue our subversion of this hyper-capitalist paradise, we've done what's known as chopping and screwing, where we chop up the instrumental, we reverse some clips, we transpose some clips, add some effects. Sounds like this. Let's put that together with the vocals.
I'd like to buy the world a home and furnish it with love. Grow apple trees and honey bees.
I've drafted out what's going to be the instrumental section here.
Honey bees and snow white little bells.
Did someone order a bass boost? I also added a sexy sax for the instrumental part, equally chopped and screwed as the rest. In keeping with the consumerist nature of this piece, we have the song ending with a just screwed up repetition of I'd like to buy the world a Coke. And that's the track. I've dubbed it number 1 Utopian Paradise to stay in line with that relentless, unrealistic optimism that's just trying to make sales. And to circle back to my question from the beginning, this track, I can tell you, is sarcastically critical of hyperconsumerism. As you can tell from these unsettling elements that I've added in to sort of show cracks in the armor, so to speak. But not every Vaporwave track is like that. I hope that this video has helped you to listen more critically to Vaporwave tracks and try and deduce what the artist is trying to say. Without any further ado, here is number 1 Utopian Paradise.